Roots Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
I say, this is Johnny's place, where you can have it for no problem. I got the dollars.
Fixed income, no credit, back credit. Here at Kajun Roots Reseller, that's no problem.
Let him have it.
I've got my dollars and I sit in my best offer.
We say yes. See the special man. The easiest man on YouTube.
You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let him have it with no problem. Hello, good morning on this Thursday morning, 44 degrees here. How is everyone doing this morning? Good to see y'all. Let's see who was first in the chat. And let me get to the chat. There we go. All right, let's see who was first here. That was Carol. Hello, good morning and welcome. And yes, I did post. I was up at 4:02 this morning. Both of them babies woke me up. I had to go outside, and then they started playing around. So I had to make a video early in the morning. Yeah, so I put it out early this morning. Mark, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. And there's my cuz, Dory. Hello, good morning and welcome. And Mark and Mike, hello, good morning and welcome. And hope everything's going well with your vacation time, Mr. Mike. And Glenn, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Stephen, hello, good morning and welcome. And Margie, hello, good morning and welcome. And I, Spy Queen, I understand and thank you for being here. Always great to see you in the chat. Flip, flops, and lollipops, hello, good morning and welcome. And Lisa, hello, good morning and welcome. And also Jennifer Nishiri dropping the featured channel of the week. And yes, every Friday I will be changing that out. And tomorrow will be a new name on the featured channel. Pam, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. There's Lisa. Hello, good morning and welcome. And Angie, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Mona, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Let's see who else is here. I Spy Queen, Mona. Everybody's chit-chatting away. Love it. I already marked your question, Dory. I saw you had a question already, and I already have it started, ready to come and start the show with that question for you. Let's see. Everybody's chit-chatting, telling everybody hello, good morning. Trying to keep my spot. Sorry I missed anyone. I unloaded the van while I was all right. Let's see. I think I'm caught up. Yep. All right. So let me go over the calendar real quick to let everybody know who's on today on the calendar of events. Public calendar is in the community tab below. If you do not hear your channel and you have something special going on this calendar, please make sure you go to the post where the calendar link is. Leave me a comment. Let me know, and I'll be glad to add you to the calendar. One of the things you need to know is to leave me your channel name, if you have a special name for your show, and the time and dates. That all helps. Let's see. First, don't forget at 9:30, right after this show, is Dawn's Southern Finds. Dawn and Susie Woozy go live from the doghouse, and they only do this on Thursdays. So let's make sure we give them some love and support. Also at 10 o'clock, Carol's Creative Corner with Irene and Leo with their Carol's Steals and Deals. And that's at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, you also have Stacey Made Catitudes. She does her daily crafting. At 10 o'clock, you also have the Booty Chick Rita, where she does her daily devotions. And at 11 o'clock, you have Leslie's Lucky Find doing her auctions now on Thursday at 11. 11:30, you have Jackass Retro. At 12 o'clock, you have none other than Dawn and Mary from Two Hip Chicks. At 1 o'clock, you have Saved Here First Ella with her two guests for the Thursday show at 1 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, you have Victoria and Nana Tank going live with their auction. And I just saw a notification on Facebook that tomorrow, if you've been missing Victoria at 7:30, she's doing a special morning show tomorrow morning at 7:30, Friday, tomorrow. And I think it's going to be only that day. I'm not, from what I understand, just tomorrow as a live. 6:30, you have Roy, That's Not Included with Janine's. At 7 o'clock, you have Creative Creations by Miss Denise, and that is with Dawn's channel and Josie's Place. At 7 o'clock, back by popular demand as of last week, it is the Two Beardos, and tonight it is on Nady Pie's channel. Make sure you subscribe to both of them because they do rotate. The Vintage Hippies at 7. Mary from Ancestral Beginnings at 8. At 8 o'clock, you also have Caucasian Sasquatch. At 8 o'clock, you have Scooter Renee, LLC, live auction, and that's at 8 o'clock. And at 9 o'clock is Southern Bells, Battle of the Bella. 9 o'clock is Southern Vintage, and in the night is Steph, sells stuff. Nope. It's, Steph sells stuff by the seashore, where she's live with Helen from the New England Thrifter with their Laverne and Shirley show. That's at 9 o'clock tonight. So again, if I missed you, you have something going on and I didn't know about it, or I don't have you on the calendar, just leave me a comment on that post with the calendar for public events. Remember, if you add something to it, only you will see it. So that's why it's important you do leave me a message so I can add you so that everybody can see you. There's Irene. Hello, good morning and welcome. And Melissa. Hello, good morning and welcome. And I hope I didn't miss anybody in between that. I don't like to miss anybody. Nope, I'm caught up. All right, let's see here. I'm right where I need to be here. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Wildflower, hello, good morning and welcome. And Laura, hello, good morning and welcome. And how you doing? Good to see you. So we're to be ready for our auction. All right. And I am caught up in the chat. So guess what we're going to do? If you have any questions, have you been thinking about maybe getting into selling on Poshmark, and you just never took that step yet, and you have those questions to maybe get you to help you get there yet? You said, nah, not yet. Well, you know that's my favorite word. But if you have your questions ready, guess what? We're going to get them answered on Thursdays with our Q&A, all about Poshmark. And that's none other than the queen herself with Poshmark. Here's Glammaz Closet.
Good morning. I'm not so sure I'd say queen, probably court jester, but yeah.
Okay, we'll take that. Hello, Veronica. Hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. So again, today is our back in the Q&A all about Poshmark. And so if you haven't decided yet and you're thinking about getting there, just go ahead and ask your questions by putting the word question all in caps or the Q in capital letters with @Kajun Roots Reseller, and it will give me a notation that you are asking a question or if you have a statement. Also, after a while, I will be putting the link in the chat. If you are part of Poshmark and you sell on Poshmark and you want to join us on any particular topic, you are welcome to come and join us on the panel as well. So Glammaz, for those who don't know who you are, there's maybe a few people that may not know who you are. So let's go ahead and promote yourself. Talk about what you got going on your channel coming up in the days to come and your regular promotion of your channel.
You betcha. Well, there's a lot going on in the next couple of weeks. So I'll dive right in this Saturday and every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, and then that would be 9 a.m. Mountain and 8 a.m. Pacific. I do a live show on my channel where I wrap up reselling news, and I actually really do, guys, go around the horn and look up business news and all sorts of stuff when it comes to reselling news to get you the latest and greatest in reselling. We also do what's sold, salty treats. So, sometimes things make you a little salty. Sweets for the sweetest. I love to give shout outs and just kind of a general wrap up of our week. So join me there live on Glammaz Closet on Saturday morning. And then this coming Tuesday, May the 2nd, I will be on at 8 o'clock live PM, 8 Central PM, so 9 Eastern, with a very special member of the Glam fam. And we're going to be doing a Met Gala red carpet review. So that'll be a little salty and a lot of fun and very opinionated. I have some opinions about fashion. And then Thursday morning, Thursday, May the 4th is a lot, guys. Thursday morning, every Thursday morning, I'm on with Johnny, and we talk about Poshmark at 7:30 a.m. on Kajun Roots Reseller, which you're already here, so you know where to find that. And then in the afternoon, Johnny and I will actually be doing a May the 4th classy crap auction with extra Cajun spices. So from 5 to 7 p.m. Central, from 6 to 8 Eastern, we'll be doing the classy Sassy Crap Auction. I get about a half an hour to 45 minutes dinner break, and then I'm going live on Veronica Mitka's channel. The ladies of the bar are back, and it is the maybe it's not the May the 4th after all bar. So so we're going to be having a lot of fun at the bar. Come join the ladies live at the bar. We do get a little seasoned, but you know, it's after dark. It's okay.
Okay, we're going to get started with a few questions I see in the chat already that I went through and put a star on so I don't miss them as far as I see. The first one is from Dory. Question, please explain about posh parties and how they work. I get notifications about them and I do not really understand. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. No problem. Posh parties are, you have to remember that the origin of Poshmark had to do with it being a not just a reselling site, but a social reselling site. So posh parties were created in the beginning for these social resellers to be able to sell and highlight some of their best stuff, or just to get together around, you know, one thing. So for example, let's say that in the morning at 11 a.m. my time, which is Central, 11 a.m. my time, they'll have maybe a designer party, right? And it's very specific. So it'll be like designer bags or luxury, or they'll have like the best of jeans or something like that. As the parties go on throughout the day, they get more and more generic. So the very first party of the day is very specific. They'll actually have name brands. And if you click on join this party, you don't really join the party. You just kind of go and get to see what everybody's put up. The thing is that as Poshmark got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, these parties got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And some people were sharing their whole closets, or, you know, a lot of stuff on parties that may or may not have had anything to do with it. Long story short, when I first started Poshmark, for about the first 6 months to 8 months, all I wanted was to be a host pick. And all I wanted was to go into a party and have somebody pick my stuff and for it to be the coolest. And I found out two things. Number one, you don't really sell more at the parties. As a matter of fact, number two, being a host pick, and I'm not saying this for everybody, but for me, it was kind of a thumbs down almost, because if I had something that was a host pick, it took forever it's kind of the kiss of death. It took forever to sell it. So my opinion on posh parties as they have evolved and as they stand now, not really useful for your reselling. Concentrate on sharing. Don't concentrate on the parties, because the social aspect is not going to help you sell.
All right. Mona did what ask, does anyone have a Shopify store on YouTube? I do, because I have my merch. And with that, basically, if you are monetized, you can also connect that with your monetizational store kind of thing. And that kind of all goes together with your AdSense account. I'm not sure if I know when I first started, you could not do a store until you hit your monetization time to put your, you can get a Shopify store and put all your merch on it. I'm not sure if you can do that if you're not monetized. No, I couldn't do it. I know I had to wait till I was monetized to do it. So, and then you had to wait till you had your like 4,000 watch hours and your 1,000 subscribers, and of course get monetized. So as far as I know, I'm not sure you can do it other than if you're monetized. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yes, you can have your Shopify and YouTube together. I have another one highlighted. What's up, Patrick? Hello, good morning and welcome. He's not in the workforce this morning, evidently, because he's not using the working Patrick. All right, next question from Mona. Did what? How is Poshmark for bags? My mom has a lot of high-end designer bags. That's your forte there. That's your wheelhouse.
That's kind of my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
It depends on the designer. To be honest, it's because there are purses and handbags and accessories that you can pay a great deal of money for, and they don't really resell that high. And then there are some that are just kind of consistent sellers. There are things like Kate Spade, Coach, Gosh, you know, I'm so sorry. It's very early morning and I haven't finished my first cup of coffee yet. But when it comes to designer bags, I love to sell them on Posh. I don't know if you're going to get, if you're talking about luxury bags, which are different than designer bags. A luxury bag would be like, in my mind, it's anything over like 1,000 retail. So like, Louis Vuitton or Prada or Chanel or something like that. I would almost rather have you go through someplace like the Real where they can actually authenticate that stuff for you, because I think that they've got the best authenticators.
All right.
So I do well with bags. I do very well with handbags on Poshmark. Sorry. Oh my God.
Drink some more coffee, girl.
Uh-huh.
All right,
I'm getting
Lisa from Jersey Gypsy. Hello, good morning and welcome. Has a question for you. What does she think about Posh and Whatnot collaborating? Has she imported her own closet to Whatnot?
I didn't hear that Posh and Whatnot were collaborating. I know that Posh has live shows now. And no, I did not import my closet to Whatnot. I made an executive decision, and it's more of a life decision for my work-life balance, that I wasn't going to do. I was approved for Whatnot, and I decided not to do it. Now that Posh has lives, I haven't done a live show. I've been on one. I've been to several and bid on things and bought things. I bought this on a live Posh show. These earrings. Sorry, I've got them bundled up. But so I do like the live shows, but I just think it's just, again, the live shows not for me. Not for me. And that's just my personal opinion. If you love doing live shows, like if you're comfortable with Whatnot and you're comfortable with that sort of high speed selling thing, because really it's high speed. And I think what most people are looking for is volume. So they're trying to get things out and just, flip. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. It's just for my personal schedule. It just didn't. It's not a good working model for me.
Well, I'm going to piggyback on that because you got to think about it too. It's something that's not only physically, emotionally, and it's something you have to be ready for. I mean, it can be a disaster or it can be a wonderful thing, but you have to be mentally, physically, and emotionally ready for something like that. Yes. And a lot of people may not be able to handle that kind of fast pace, because if you're usually not used to that, it can wear you down. So you got to think of that too as far as your health is concerned, because some people, it can wear them down. Mark has a question from SSS. What's the easiest way to tell if a Coach purse is real or not?
Send a picture of it to me. Easiest way, hands down. However, honestly, the easiest way to tell if a Coach is real, get yourself a baseball glove, good old fashioned worn down baseball glove. And I know that you've got one. I know that sarcastic, you've got one. Feel the leather on it. Feel how the leather feels. If it's a leather Coach and you're questioning whether or not it's real, feel the leather. Feel the leather. The leather is going to be so soft and it's going to be so different. It's going to feel like a baseball glove because they actually do tan their leather that way. Coach will never you'll never see a plastic zipper on a Coach. You won't. I don't recommend looking up the numbers specifically because some Coach numbers are not registered and they never will be there because of vintage Coach. But I would recommend taking a look at how the numbers are written. There should be a capital N, a lowercase o with a line underneath it that starts out that number. If you see a capital N and a capital O, or if you see a capital N and a lowercase o, but there's no line under it, it's not real. It's not real.
Alicia says that they are doing a marketplace now on Whatnot. Don't have to do auctions now.
Huh. Interesting.
Jennifer says she has 2 Coach bags. I think they are both real. What you could do is, like Glammaz said, you could give her some pictures. She also did a few videos on how to tell the difference between a real and a fake. She has those videos in her channel. Just check them out. You did a couple of those, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I did a short. I actually, I think I did 2 shorts on that. But really, again, the zippers should be real. The hardware should be a very solid, like nickel or brass. That's what they use. The stitching should be correct. The C's should be lined up. They kiss, but they don't make out. Okay. Mm-hmm. So the C's should be lined up like that. And you should be able to split it down the middle of the bag and have the exact same copy on the bag. So there are a lot of little things to look for, but after you've been collecting for about 30 years, you kind of just get, like, I actually picked up a piece of Coach, an old Coach wallet. It was a vintage Coach wallet, and it was not marked anywhere except for one little place. And they didn't know that it was a Coach wallet. If they knew, they would have charged a lot more than $1.99. But I could feel the leather, and I'm like, this is Coach. This is Coach. And sure enough, I got my phone out and I looked up that little bitty tiny button, and it said Coach. And I was like, I knew this was vintage Coach. So Jen, long story short, and again, more coffee, please. Long story short, just send me the pictures on Instagram. You've got my Instagram, and I'll be happy to verify that for you and take a look, because I really do collect them.
I've even reached out to Glammaz on a couple of purses that I've gotten, just to make sure before I even did anything with it, as far as if it was real or not. And I've been lucky so far. Everything I've purchased has been real. All right, and there's the links for Jennifer. She's dropping your links in the chat. Check her out. Show some love and support for all that she does for the community. And if you have any questions, please make sure you do put it in capital letters, the word question, so I can make sure it comes up to me as you asking a question, or just put at Kajun Roots, and I'll be glad to get your answer to you on your question. So it should S.A. Coach. Seriously,
shouldn't it say
seriously see
Coach
in the text.
Sarcastic, I wouldn't be so sure. You find a lot of Coach purses in storage, but I'm guessing not many of them are knockoffs, not all. Again, it's really, it's kind of simple to tell. If it feels cheap, it is. And if it is cheap, it's not Coach.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Even when you had garage sales, you got to look at that too.
I picked up a Coach bag and a Kate Spade for $1 each.
Yeah. I've done that too.
Yeah.
All right. So if you have any questions, I dated someone like that.
You dated someone like that. If it looks fake, it's not. If it looks cheap, it is.
Poor Patrick. You can never win for losing, can you?
Well.
All right, so if you have any questions, please make sure you do ask in the chat. This is where, if you are thinking about it and haven't taken that step yet on getting onto Poshmark, but you just have those questions, you're not sure, and you want to get those answered, so maybe that'll help you to persuade you to go ahead and start getting on Poshmark to sell, please do ask your questions, because that's what we do here every Thursday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop the link to the panel. If you would like to come on and join us with the Q&A about Poshmark, or you have any particular questions and or statements or anything to cover Poshmark, you're more than welcome to come and join us. Or if you just want to come on and promote your channel, you're more than welcome to do that too. I just ask that you do make sure your camera is on so I can verify that it's you. And if you're one of those that don't like to keep your camera on, you're more than welcome to take it off after. We have a question from Mark and Mike. Question: what does vintage Christian Dior? Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Christian Dior
dresses.
Dior dresses.
What about vintage Christian Dior dresses? Oh gosh, here's the trouble with that. And it's not trouble necessarily, but here's the trouble with Poshmark with that. Poshmark they would promote the Dior before they would promote the vintage portion. I personally would absolutely vintage Dior, my God. Sorry, I just broke out in a little sweat. I'm very, very happy right now. There's my wheelhouse. No, there's my version of heaven right there. I'd be in like a little black vintage. Okay, I'm gonna stop. So with the vintage Christian Dior dress, I would that one. I would almost put that on. I would almost cross list that. I would cross list it 2 places. I would do Poshmark and I would cross list it to Etsy. Because the vintage is going to be promoted at Etsy, the Christian Dior is going to be promoted at Poshmark. If you send it to the Real, you have to send the whole thing in, and they're probably going to underprice that because they underprice vintage a lot for me. I've found. So it's. I'm not saying that they for sure will that, but allegedly, not worth sending it to the Real. In my personal humble opinion.
Well, I hear that a lot, but I've never dealt with the Real, so yeah.
Yeah, I just there are certain things that I will like if I find something in the bins, right? And it's like a Burberry scarf or something like that. I'm gonna get more for it if I just toss it off to the Real and let them sell it for me and authenticate it and all that stuff. There are some things though, most of the things that if I find designer, I will go down a rabbit hole and do the research before I send it off somewhere because I just love it. Vintage Dior, Christian Dior dresses. I'm floored that this is a plural right there. Dresses. Who?
Oh, so what I'm going to do is he's back in the back room, so I'm going to go ahead and bring him up now. I think he's modeling it.
Oh my God. Yes, honey. Oh, shut the front door. Hello, Roman Holiday.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. That is beautiful.
We picked that up at an estate sale.
Oh my God.
I sent it to you, Glammaz. Good morning, hon. And Johnny.
You said you sent it to me?
A way to make an entry.
Yeah.
I sent it to you.
Oh, good. Okay. I got to see. I got this thing. That is amazing.
Well, Mark, while she's looking at the picture you sent, so go ahead and promote your channel while you're here.
Well,
how is Mike doing on your vacation? On his vacation?
We've put 500 miles on the car.
Wow. And it's only Thursday.
Just in the state of Missouri.
Wow.
That's possible.
It's good. I'm Mark with 2 old guys. Michael's upstairs doing something. I don't know. Anyway, we do a collaboration.
A who?
Yeah.
A what?
Go get a coffee cup from Johnny's store. A collaboration with virtual shopkeeper Dee Dee on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern time. On Sundays. And that's terrible, but I don't remember who the guest is. I know. She's going to kill me. Anyway.
Kristen from the Rural Squirrel?
That is going to be on our channel.
Oh, okay.
Which we start at 6 o'clock. And Dee Dee's going to be our other guest. A rural squirrel, Kristen. Oh my God. We talked to her last night and had a blast. This is going to be fun.
Oh, she said Francine. Hello, Dee Dee.
Okay, Francine. Good.
Well, you got a business going on over there.
Yeah. So, and then on Monday, come to Johnny's channel and play bingo. And I'll try not to screw it up this time.
We're gonna make sure you're on the right date of the right form on the right
yeah
spreadsheet.
And Francine is very lovely. I agree, Laura.
If you haven't met Francine, y'all may not have seen her on her own channel because she just started her own channel, but you may have seen her on with her son, Matt, that does dumpster diving. And she used to do a show with him, and now she's starting her own and getting out there and collaborating with others. So if you haven't checked her out, definitely do so. She has branched out and started her own channel, and she's also collaborating with others. So definitely check her out. Hello, John. Hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing?
John.
Margie said when I made a comment about you modeling it, she said she had her camera ready, thought that Michael was going to model it for us.
Did you happen to see the last modeling job he did?
Which one? The one with the beads? The pearls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This last Sunday.
I got a picture of that one.
I got to go back and watch that.
It was funny.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if I missed anybody in the chat. Got everybody who came in. And if you have any questions that having to relate to Poshmark, go ahead and ask in the question in the chat.
Glammaz.
If you'd like to come in, there it is.
Oh my God. I have never seen anybody look more like Barbara Bush in my entire life.
Focus on the piece that he's showing. Is that the body pearl one? It's almost like a thing of pearls.
Yes. Did that thing sell?
I think it is a body thing.
Dang it. Oh. That, by the way, that dress, holy mother of God. You can tell. Look, I actually got close up just to see the texture of the fabric. The interior is silk. The exterior is like some of the finest Pima cotton. You can tell it's woven so freaking well. And then it's got all the darts in the exact place that you want from a French couture. OMG. That is, holy crap, that's a great dress. Good job. Great find. Please tell me you paid less than $100 for it.
Yes.
Just so I can do the little dance like, haha, I paid less than $100 for Dior.
Yes.
Did you pay less than 50?
No.
Okay. Still worth it.
Wait a minute. Oh. Yes.
Totally worth it. It'd be worth it if you paid $500 for it.
Really?
Oh, God, yes.
Thank you for being here.
That is a beautiful piece of vintage Dior. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. And so, yeah, if you would like to come on and join us on the panel, you're more than welcome to. We can host up to 10 people on here at one time. If you want to come up and promote your channel, or you have any questions or you want to just be part of the Poshmark, you're more than welcome to come up as well. Dawn, Jennifer has just dropped the link again for Dawn's Southern Finds Dawn and Susie Woozy, where they go live from the doghouse right after this show at 9:30. And there's the link if you haven't checked it out yet. So, yeah, if you have any questions or you just want to come on up, you're more than welcome to do that. That's what we do here on the shows during the week. You're welcome. Come on up. I'm sweating over the
Yes. Yes. See, Laura knows the good stuff. Yeah. She knows what's good.
I've only heard of it. I've never seen one yet.
Yeah, I've never the last time I touched one in person, I was at like a consignment shop where I was shopping actually for myself.
Right.
And it was, I can tell you that they're not cheap.
Wow.
They are not cheap.
All right. So, yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. Any particular topic with Poshmark, you're more than welcome to ask. That's what we're here for. Also, while we're just shooting the breeze now, I am happy to say that I just reached 1,400 subscribers. Once I hit 15, I will do my 1,500 subscriber giveaway.
Yay!
I noticed that this morning too.
I noticed it this morning, yeah. And I want to thank each and every one of y'all who has been going out and watching the Fur Babies channel. Last Friday, I was at 64 subscribers on last Friday. This week, as of this morning, I already hit 100 subscribers on the Fur Babies channel.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, that was quick. So definitely I've been putting out a lot of videos. Every time I can get it, I get those videos. It's always something funny every day. So yeah, I've definitely been putting out some videos on there. And as soon as I catch it, like this morning, I was catching one at 4:02 this morning after bringing them outside. They came in and started playing again. And so now it's where Chai and Pebbles. Chai, Pebbles, and Maddie are all playing together, but in different ways. So as soon as I see them playing, I'll bring out I got the camera ready just to start filming. So let's see. Is that like the whole premise of Miss Harris?
Yeah.
She was determined to buy a Dior.
Yes, absolutely.
I
That's,
have
yeah, they
a
better not.
Dior scarf listed, but no one as good as a dress.
Dory, you've still got some incredible stuff. That's like saying, oh, you know, I have Hermes, but I've only got the scarf. Honey, you got Hermes. You got Dior. You're still doing great.
Exactly.
You're doing fantastic. You bet.
Yeah. There's the link for the fur. That's the Cajun Cuisine one, and there's the Fur Baby one. And also, if you go to my main page of this channel, at the bottom of my whole main page, you will see the 2 links for the Cajun Cuisine channel and the Fur Babies channel. And I've been trying to put out a video every day on that one.
The Fur Baby is incredible.
Yeah.
And you're right, Laura. A scarf fits everyone.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
Well, Michael couldn't get into this, so.
Aw. That's why he wasn't there too.
Do you see Margie's question?
No.
She's got Dior pearls. Is that good? Yes. The only thing that's not good is their perfume. I'm sorry. It's not, you know what? I don't like their perfume. There's people who can wear it and it's beautiful on them. It's just not my favorite.
I'm still trying to find it in the chat.
Oh, it's like the right after Designs by Laura.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
There it is. It didn't come in the chat yet.
Yes.
Dior pearls, good.
Dior jewelry is very good. Yes.
For clutches, jewelry is good.
Is the best for clutching when you clutch
Now,
the pearl.
is there any special markings on the jewelry for Dior? How do you know if it's a Dior? Is there any major markings or symbols that you got to look for?
That I would actually ask Jennifer to put in the chat. Jennifer was the one that found the Schiaparelli costume jewelry, not costume jewelry, but it's like it's a faux pearl piece of jewelry. That was, gosh, she had like, I got it such a great bargain, and it was a gift for myself from Glampa. And and so she's got the little things that can actually, what do you call it? The little jeweler's loop where she can actually see the teeny tiny little writings, because I miss a lot of that. I've been told more than once that you know, I've sent people something in a jewelry jar that was like,
all right, she said she sold a gold tone Christian Dior chain for $100, and usually it is signed.
And that's gold tone. That's just a chain, and it's just gold tone. It's not like real gold. Yeah.
Right. Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, the value's in the name. They're
and
just
that's a bolo you definitely want to look out for. Wow. I would have never thought of that. But then again, I don't see that too often up here or where I'm at. So I'm going to keep looking when I do go out there. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. That's what we're here for. Also, don't forget that Dawn Southern Finds, Dawn and Susie Woozy do go live at 9:30. So try to go help them out as well and show them some love and support on their channel.
We raiding them again this morning?
We can, yeah. Hello, Jewelry by Denise. Hello, good morning and welcome. Jennifer says, I'm getting ready to list my YSL earrings.
Ooh. Yves Saint Laurent.
Okay. Wow.
Or yeah, if you're Midwestern like me, you would say Yves Saint Laurent.
Okay.
But what's the correct way?
Yves Saint Laurent. Yves Saint Laurent. You sound like you're just pretend that you're ordering a croissant and trying to make your friend laugh, and that's how it works. Yeah. That's how I speak French. Hey, Dooch.
Kelly, hello, good morning, and welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome.
Veronica said, make it sound French and snobby.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you were trying to be like over the top and like fancy and make your best friend laugh next to you for being over the top and fancy, that's how you would make it sound. Yeah.
She says she's got to figure out how much to list it for.
Yeah.
Hello,
That
JJ.
one.
Good morning. Hello and welcome.
Hi, JJ. Yeah. YSL earrings are
Hey,
fantastic.
Susie. Hey,
Hello,
JJ.
Susie. Good morning. Hello and welcome.
But again, designer too. The upside of designer is that there's always somebody looking, and there's always somebody who will buy. The downside of designer is that a lot of times, unless it's exactly what they're looking for and exactly in that style right then, you're probably going to sit on it for a while. If it's sometimes we'll invest a little bit more, we'll pay up for designer items. And sometimes they don't sell right away. And so, you've got that amount of, the purchasing power sitting in your closet.
Right.
But I love to have designer pieces in my closet. I love to have luxury items in my closet because it's sort of it will attract other traffic there too. And then when somebody is ready to purchase a designer piece, maybe I got an Acris Puto blouse for like $5 and I'm selling it for $150. And when that sale does hit, wow, it's like, oh man, this is my week right here. This is great.
Well, let me ask you this. Where would you recommend for things like that that have a high name brand with some high prices? Where would somebody go look up those prices to make sure they're pricing it right when they do find one in the wild?
Because it is what it is, I would do a general Google search and then hit shopping.
Okay.
And if you're looking for sold comps, I would look on at least 3 different platforms. I would look on, if it's vintage, always look on Etsy. Always look on Etsy. I would look on eBay for sure because eBay's kind of the benchmark.
Right.
And I would look on either Poshmark. You can't really look up sold comps on the Real. But you can look them up on Poshmark and you can get kind of a general idea. But if you do that Google search, it'll tell you what it's going for on the Real.
Yeah, I noticed on the when you're doing it through Google, you get a lot of different pictures and and all this stuff too. So yeah.
Okay.
Dory says she sent you the photos or a photo.
Oh, good. Okay, did you send it to me on my Instagram, Dory? Or in my email? Oh, I'll take a look at my email real quick.
All of that is in the description bar below too as well.
Okay.
Live, Style, and Ryan. Go ahead, Mark.
My question is, we don't do clothes, so I'm not Glammaz or Johnny. Johnny, do you do any clothes at all?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I was gonna list it, I'd list it on eBay. As far as size, though, I didn't see a.
Did you look on the inside, the seam of the dress on the side? Usually that's why they put the tags.
Material tag should be on the bottom on the right hand side. Not on the right, not on your right, on the right as you face it.
And Dory says she did send it through Instagram. And while you're looking that up, Live Style Rewind says 10-ish years ago, I took an intro for fashion course and we had to pick a different designer to do a presentation on. And since Mark Jobs was taken, I went with, okay.
You went with Yves Saint Laurent. He was an interesting guy,
Wow.
Liv. He was, yes.
I seen the same pair I have was listed for $300 on Posh, but I can't see if they took an offer.
They took an offer. Let me take a look for you real quick, Jen. Let's see. ISL earrings. I'm going to pull this up on my Poshmark really quickly.
Veronica says that sold comps will be showing on the actual amount someone paid unless they bought it in a bundle.
Yeah, I'm doing a sold comps. Well, it depends. They're all over the place depending on style. And I'm not entirely sure excuse me, I'm not entirely sure. Are they the ones that are like the gold-plated YSLs? Or it's kind of hard to tell, Jen, because the comps are all over the place.
Dory just put a link in the chat for y'all if y'all want to pull it up. It's a vintage fashion guide that you can use to reference for tags and dates. Thank you, Dory.
Oh,
I just opened it.
thank you, Dory.
That's nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, let me head to Instagram really quickly and check out.
Yeah, Patrick has a statement. He said, I cannot figure out measurements. He cannot figure out fabric is not black and white numbers. Are you talking about fabric on something that's fabric that's not been made into something, or are you talking about an item that's been made of the fabric? Because usually when I do measurements on clothing, I do all my pictures, but I also take a measurement from armpit to armpit, from the neck down to the seam, and the length of the shoulders. It's usually my measurements, but I do that with the measuring tape and then take pictures of those. Yes, that is a very helpful website for vintage clothing. I always forget that it exists. Well, it's not a question. It's just Glammaz knows what I am talking about. Glams.
Sorry, I was looking at that scarf. Oh my God, Dory, that's awesome. That's beautiful. I can figure out measurements. Fabric is not a black and white number. Well, here's the thing. For a dress like the Dior dress that you've got, I would give side to side. I would not necessarily flat lay it on a very, very delicate surface. So like on your bed. And then measure it across armpit to armpit, armpit seam to armpit seam. That's going to be your bust measurement. And make sure when you put it in the listing that you put it, this is a cross. This is not a round. So just say across the bust. I would also, because it's a vintage piece and you can't really, even if it did have a size on it, there's no way to trust that size for current measurements. So I would do a measurement across the waist, across the hips, and from the shoulder down to the bottom of the dress, so that you've got a good length on that.
Okay, that just answered the question. So.
Now, because it's a dress and a jacket, you might want to make sure you do both measurements on both.
You want to measure the jacket from pit to pit for sure.
Hello, Dawn. Southern Fine Dawn in the house. Can't stay. I know you get our first show in less than 10 minutes. Dawn Southern Fine's Dawn and Susie Wizard are going live from the doghouse in 10 minutes. Thank you for coming by, Dawn. Hopefully we can move your channel again today. We'll try to make sure we do that right at the end of the show. So yeah, definitely check it out. So yeah, definitely make sure you get this website and click on it and save it.
Yeah, that's a great website.
Yeah, I kind of looked at it a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if you have any questions or statements, you're more than welcome to ask about Poshmark and or in general. If you'd like to join us on the panel, we can hold up to 10 people. You're more than welcome to come on up and promote your channel. This is every morning. And
Jennifer, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. You good?
I just things pop in my head and they just blend right out my mouth. So Jennifer, if you are looking on the Poshmark website for comps, for sold comps for your earrings, do this. Type in under listings, search listings, type in YSL earrings, and then go to the left-hand side of your screen. It'll say types, categories, brands. Keep scrolling down. There's size, color, prices, shipping, all sorts of things, all condition. And then look at availability. At the very bottom one should be sold items. And you can click on the sold items and get comps. And then that way, because I don't have a picture of your YSL earrings, and I'm telling you, they had anything from $50 to like $800. So I don't know. Yeah. And again, some of those may be parts of bundles, so don't take it, take out the averages. Don't take it that seriously when it comes to that.
Dawn just dropped, Jennifer just dropped Dawn's link for their show for 9:30. So please make sure you help and let's raid them after the show today. I'm not
Johnny raid.
I'm not seeing any other questions in the chat, so we can go ahead and get ready to round up the show. But I do want to make sure we do go and raid Dawn Southern Finds Dawn. And when you go in there, just put in there raid from Cajun Roots. That way she knows that that's where we're coming from, to raid her channel, her live. That's a good thing, not a bad thing.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, definitely do that, and let's help support them as well. So I'll go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and get right in the show. But if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask. Don't forget that all of Glammaz's information is in the description bar below, including her Instagram, her email, and her Poshmark Closet and her YouTube channel. That way you won't. I am going to raid. That's right. Let's raid Dawn Southern Finds Dawn, and there's the link. Jennifer just dropped it. That way you can go directly to her channel. Yes, I found only the listing one. Jennifer says, I found only the one listing that had the same exact earrings when I did Google Lens search.
Jennifer, that's a very good thing. It means that you have something that's a little more rare, right? Yeah. Right. She knows this. She sells online.
That's what's good about it too. When you do a Google Lens and you can't find more than one, you know you got something
I
now.
love it. Yeah. That's my favorite.
All right, so before we end the show, go ahead and we're going don't forget to promote your channel, what you have going on, especially in the next couple of days, this weekend, whatever you have going on. And then we're going to go ahead and raid Dawn Southern Finds morning show at 9:30. So go ahead. We'll go with Mark first.
Why? Beautiful ladies first. Okay.
Usually my guest goes last. Okay, go ahead,
I was going to say people who look great in coral first, but okay. I guess I'll go first. No, my live Glammaz Closet Saturday morning coffee and live again. I have all I do literally, I research all week and pick up news around the world, around the globe about reselling and what's going on, Etsy, eBay, Poshmark, all of the platforms. So I do have reseller news. I have fashion news. I have, and it's not just fashion, but what's happening in the what's happening in my closet and what's moving and things that sold. So join us for a live coffee and chat. Just come on in your bathrobe. We're cool. On Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Mountain, and 8 a.m. Pacific. I will hopefully see you there. And then Tuesday night is the night after the Met Gala. So at 8 p.m. Central, me and the other members of the Glam fam get a little salty. Come see us live.
All right, Mark, your turn.
Okay. Thank you, Johnny. I'm Mark, Two Old Guys Vintage and Resell. Like I said, Michael's upstairs. And if you don't know Michael, you need to. We collaborate with virtual shopkeeper Dee Dee on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern. The Joy of Sunday auction. This week's guest is going to be Francine. And then we're going to end the show about 4:30 on Sunday. Let's say it's going to be 5:30 Eastern. And we're going to start our show at 6 p.m. Eastern. And our special guests are going to be virtual shopkeeper Dee Dee and a rural squirrel Kristen. This is going to be so much fun. This is the first time that she is selling live. So we'll make it fun.
All right,
please come join us.
I'm going to share my screen because I just had a sale that just went off of my phone. So I went to my eBay store to check this out. I just sold this for $122.55. And I bought this with a bulk buy from Facebook Marketplace for $4.65 and sold it for $122.55.
Holy.
And it just came in.
Cool.
Whoa.
Flash. I'm like, wow.
Okay.
What a day to have a sale like that. That I didn't have any.
Yay! Woo!
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Is it going overseas?
Huh?
Is it going overseas?
No.
Oh, cool.
Local. Let me look at the shipping label.
That is fantastic. Wow.
Absolutely.
That is one heck of a flip.
To New York.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank y'all. I love it when I get little sales like that. I may have 1 or 2 sales in a day, but guess what? They've been like this lately, and I love it.
Yep.
Yeah. So everyone, please, let's go ahead and raid Dawn's Southern Fine Dawn's channel. Jennifer did drop the link to the actual live video coming on at 9:30. And if you would like to come on and join us for a little while after the show, you're more than welcome to. We do chit-chatting after, so you're more than welcome to join. Hello, Tony. Hello, good afternoon, morning, and welcome.
Hi, Tony.
So with that being said, like I say before, in each and every show, love always, love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again, later. Peace out. And y'all come back now. You hear?